Let's think about how to fully constrain a spline. I'm going to start by drawing a fit point spline right here. I'm actually just going to connect it up to some pre-existing points. And I check box to make a stop. Oh, I'm going to make that spline as well, not a construction. So we see initially this is a beautifully symmetric spline and life is grand. But there's a lot of freedom of movement here. I can adjust the handles to affect the curve. I can make it, for example, very asymmetric. And if I'd like to actually define this in a particular manner, I can either constrain the handles. So, for example, right here, I would like to take this back to this nice symmetric beginning here. I'm going to use a vertical constraint on that handle. I'm going to try to, let me bring it slightly closer back to vertical there. So let's take that vertical constraint and apply it to that handle. It's a little bit fiddly, but you can see now that applies to both ends of the handle, and it's now constrained. Similarly, I could check in on this handle here. Say, you know what? I would like to take this point of the handle, and for example, I could make it horizontal, or I could say this. I would like to make this handle itself, for example, collinear with this construction line. So I could also take this handle down here at the bottom and snap it onto this. You can see it's automatically creating a horizontal constraint right there. And I'm close enough. At this point, I actually need to adjust the lengths of the handles. Like there is, still some play in the system. And in fact, what I can do here is I can actually use my sketch dimension tool, D, and dimension the length of the handles. So I can say, hey, I'd like this to be exactly, say, 20 millimeters. And I can even define a relationship to say this handle and this handle should be equal. And all of a sudden, I have now constrained my geometry quite a bit. I have much less. I can no longer adjust these handles. They're fully constrained. I do have some play, I believe, still in these handles. So I should probably dimension this handle as well. And I'm going to make it much shorter, like 15. And at this point, I have constrained my spline so that it will not move around. The desire here is to create a predictable spline so I can replicate this.